Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Arsenal Save. A little bit of housekeeping to do before we get into a big game against City today and the end of the transfer window. So, what has been going on since you last met us? We have made a couple of signings. One that is going to come in the summer and one that is here as we speak. We have also played a lot of games in between the Norwich game and this game as well. So, we are going to hold off on the transfers for now, and we're going to hold that for after what we've gone through. So these are the games that we played after the Norwich game, and as you can see, mostly all wins apart from that draw against Man City here, which is not a bad draw, and I'll tell you why in just a second. But we started with an away game against West Ham, 3-0 winners, Dembele with a brace, Iwobi with a goal, and all in all, a very nice win against a very tough West Ham side, as you can see their full first team being played. We then followed that up with a 2-0 home win against Leicester, Berardi coming into it, as well as Thomas Lemar. And Thomas Lemar's goal in this game was absolutely phenomenal. It was Messi-esque. We are going to show you it in 3D, so give me 2 seconds and I'll pop that up on the screen as we speak. So it starts with a Leicester throw-in. Kolesniak gets the ball on this left-hand side, and we play it out relatively comfortably from out the back. Lemar picks it up here. So he's in his own half, nowhere about 15 yards away from the halfway line, and just watch this run. This run is absolutely phenomenal. He just keeps running. Leicester players don't get anywhere near him. Keeps running, and then he slots it home. What a finish from Thomas Lemar, and that is what £120 million gets you in FM this year. He was absolutely phenomenal in this game. Awesome stuff from Thomas Lemar. We then had the first leg of this game. We beat City 3-0 at home. Goretzka and Lacazette with a brace. Lacazette back in the goals, which is good to see, but he does get injured coming up in the next few games. City played a relatively strong side. Had people like De Bruyne, Sanchez, Aguero, Silva in the lineup, but then their backline wasn't their first backline. So Mendy, Mangala, Company, Walker, and Hart. So all in all, very very strong showing from us, and giving us a 3-0 lead going into this game against City at the Etihad. We then had a second game against City, 2-2 draw away at the Etihad. Berardi with a brace, and this was horrendous for us. So Mustafi got sent off after 14 minutes, so we literally had 70 odd minutes to play with 10 men. We went 2-0 up, as you can see here, 10th minute and 18th minute, but then Aguero and Sanchez came back and got them a point. And also Lacazette got injured. He had a concussion. He's still out now, actually, to be fair. Hence why I've gone out and bought a player in that position to actually strengthen up the forward line, because I felt we were missing something, and hopefully I've brought in someone fantastic who you are absolutely going to love. So that was a 2-2 draw against City, which was a relatively good result. We then followed that up with a very tough 1-0 win against Wolves, purely because of the formation that they play. Now, if you've not played Wolves in this year's Football Manager, Wolves play this. Yeah, an absolute monstrosity. So they play 3-4-2-1, and basically really defensive. Really, we basically just went all out attack pretty much to kind of try and get the win and get the 3 points for us. To be fair, it was a very hard fought game to pick up 3 points. We scored in the 8th minute from Alex Iwobi, and that was it. Game done. As you can see, pretty much a rotated side there, and yeah, 1-0 to the Arsenal. And then we then followed that up with a 3-0 win against Everton at home. Domenico Berardi with a hat-trick. He's in fantastic form this season so far. His stats that you see here play better than what his ability and his potential ability actually do for you. So if you are looking for an inside forward or a winger in this year's game, Domenico Berardi is a fantastic option for you. His stats are absolutely fantastic. Kind of ignore the ability and potential ability, because he plays better than what that says. I say I picked him up for 22 million last season, 7.11. He's already improving that this year. He's matched the level of amount of goals that he's got, matched the level of assists and player of the matches, and we've got like half a season left as well. So I feel he could be one of our best players this year. 8 goals from 18 appearances, and he's only 22 million. Absolute snippet for Domenico Berardi. Right, now we get on to the exciting news of the 2 transfers that we have made. I'll start by the player who's coming in the summer. Carlos Alenia from Barcelona. He will be coming in. Bought him in for £7.5 million. And just look at the boy's stats. He's only 21. He's going to be coming in probably as this advanced playmaker. He's absolutely phenomenal. His reports are absolutely awesome. He's 2.5 star, but he can rise to the 5-star ability, which is brilliant. That's what we want to see. And he will be coming in probably to replace Özil in the middle of midfield, and we can have Lamar on the left, probably Berardi or Nelson on the right, and a little bit more youth coming in to the squad. But he's an absolutely phenomenal player, advanced playmaker in both the central midfielder and the attacking midfielder roles. First touch is great, passing is great, technique's great, vision and teamwork awesome, brilliant flair, decision making and composure is all good. Even for a 21-year-old who plays in Spain, his physicals are really good as well. $7.5 million for a 21-year-old Spaniard who can go five stars. Yeah, it's a bit of a snippet, really, to be fair, and we have him. But we have made a signing for this season. As you can see, transfer budget is highly depleted. We have spent quite a bit of money on him. That's right, we've gone out and bought Timo Werner from Red Bull Leipzig for £50 million. That's another £50 million signing, £58 million to be exact. And he is here to complement what we already have in Lacazette and Moussa Dembele. I think he'll be the one to replace Lacazette in the long run. He's at 3.5 star already, 4-star potential ability, and his stats are great. Complete forward, 14 finishing, 13 composure. His physicals are fantastic. Pace to burn, 18 pace, 18 acceleration. Decision making and composure probably need to be a little bit better. His off the ball's great, and all in all, one of the deadliest finishers in the game so far. One of the deadliest finishers in world football at the minute as well. And we have him on a first team contract, £125,000 a week, which is absolutely brilliant. He wanted like £200,000 a week, and we got him down to 125. All in all, I'm very, very happy, very pleased to get in Timo Werner. We did go for Kasper Dolberg. I got him on a rotation basis, but he wanted 200 grand a week on a rotation basis, and I wasn't going to pay that. So I jacked him in, and we went out and bought Timo Werner. What do you think, guys? Leave a comment in the comment section below. What do you think about those two signings? And do we need to kind of strengthen anywhere else? Nicolas Soul, since we've brought him in, it's been absolutely phenomenal. He's got 3 appearances in the Premier League, 7.27, and I don't think we've conceded a goal with him in the squad. He's absolutely awesome. If I can sign him, I probably will in the summer, because he is phenomenal. He's an awesome player. Never managed Saul before in the game, never managed Timo Werner in the game, so I'm doing a lot of firsts this year, a lot of firsts in this first save of the FM18. All in all, very happy with the 2 signings I've made. But let's get into today's game, and let's get into the end of the transfer window. So this is the team for the City game. I'm playing pretty much a full strength side, really, to be fair, purely because we've got Sheffield United in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Going to be playing a rotation side, so actually I can play the first team against City. We've got Czech in goal, Kolesniak, Laporte and Saul at the back, with Bellerin at right back, Xhaka and Goretzka in the middle of midfield. We've got Lamar on the left, Iwobi in the middle, and Berardi on the right. Gone for 2 out-and-out wingers now, just to widen the play. I feel we're a little bit narrow, just widen the play a little bit. And then Dembele up top. On the bench, we've got Romagnoli, De Chilio, Storaro. Adelaide's come back off of his loan just because we had a few injuries and I need a little bit more cover on the widths. And he's playing really, really well since he's come back. 6.95 for a 21-year-old. Hasn't had much football, but when he was on loan, he was awesome. 17 appearances for Grenoa, 4 goals, 3 assists, and 1 player of the match. So I brought him back. He was in good form over there. Brought him back. He's in okay form for us as well, and he's always going to grow. We've got Wilshere, Nelson, and Timo Werner all on the bench. We're going to go for a counter-flexible style against this City side. Team instructions are as follows. I've added the be more disciplined for this game. We're going to go on the counter. We don't need to run. We don't need to go for it. It's in their hands. They need to score 4 past us. And at the minute, our defence is probably our best part of our team, which is weird to say for an Arsenal side. So let's get into this game. Let's see what kind of players they're going to have in their lineup, whether they're taking it seriously. So they've got Belotti up top. They've got Robertson, Perisic on the wings. De Bruyne, Douglas Luiz and Fernandinho are the midfield 3. And at the back, you've got Mendy, Mangala, Stack, or Stark, sorry, Danilo and Joe Hart on the as the goalkeeper. On the bench, you've got Theo, Gabriel Jesus, Vincent Kompany, but they don't have the big ones like Sanchez or Aguero in the squad at all. So go to the dressing room. You've seen me do this a million times. I'll be back when we kick off. So we're kicking off. They're in their blue and black. We're in our red and white. And yeah, we're 3-0 up on aggregate, so it should be fairly comfortable, to be fair. Our first team is there. They're kind of a mix and match between first teamers and rotation players. They've got people like Belotti, Perisic, De Bruyne in the first team for them. So they're playing those players. De Bruyne has probably played a lot of football this season. He's already on 76%. When we played him in the league, he was at 61% at one point. So all in all, we're playing some very, very good football, and so are they. De Bruyne now with the first highlight, out to Patrick Roberts, takes a shot, and it's high and wide. Check now our first highlight, hopefully. Plus plays it out to Kolesniak into Thomas Lemar. Lemar has been in awesome form recently for us. He's just torn right backs to shreds when he's been playing. Mendy into Perisic though, out to Douglas Luiz, into Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne now back out to Luiz, keeping the ball really patiently here. City back out to Douglas Luiz again, but we're marking them pretty well, not getting through anywhere, and then Patrick Roberts with a great through ball, but Laporte's there to get the ball clear. Hopefully we can come into the second half a little bit more. Dembele's not having the best of games, nor is Iwobi, so we might have to do a bit of a switcheroo there. Now Dembele launched down that left-hand channel, one-on-one. Can he get anybody? Yes, he can, into Goretzka, and that's just shot slightly wide. Goretzka's had a bit of time out of the squad, just because the only problem with Goretzka is his fitness isn't the best. So when he's playing 2 or 3 games in the space of a week, that's when you need to rest him. We're going to bring Jack Wilshere on, and we're going to bring Timo Werner on for Iwobi and Dembele, and probably going to bring Xhaka off as well. Bring Storaro on, and then just switch him and Goretzka. Put Goretzka as a deep line playmaker. Laporte, Kolesniak, back to Laporte, keeping the ball relatively well. Saul now out to Bellerin. Okay, I can't sing his praises anymore. Saul is absolutely phenomenal. He's an awesome centre back. Werner now, he's surrounded by City players. Can't you really use that pace? Wilshere out to Storaro, back to Saul. Now we're just going to say we're waiting for them to come out a little bit. Goretzka back to Saul, back to Laporte. Fires the ball up to Wilshere. Can he find Kolesniak? Yes, he can. Back to Goretzka. Goretzka into Lemar. Lemar now back to Goretzka. Here we go. Lovely little triangles into Timo Werner down this channel. Lovely ball through to Berardi. Oh, straight at Joe Hart. Great opening from us, really, to be fair. Lovely team goal that would have been if it had gone in. And this is the final 30 seconds of the game. Berardi, lovely tackle back there. Bellerin back to Petr Cech. And Laporte is just going to mop this up. Goretzka, Saul, lovely controlling of the game. We've controlled City here. We've come out, done a job, and done what we needed to do to get through to the final. Stoke were beating United, who was in the other semi-final, 1-0 from the first leg. So we'll see who we get in the final. There we go. Time is up. Final whistle has gone. I know it's 0-0, but I'm happy with that. Congratulations, we're in a final, which is awesome. And now we've got the transfer window closing in a few days' time. So Stoke are losing. Stoke are winning 1-0. That's going to be played tomorrow, and then we'll see who we get in the final. Let's just fast forward to see who we get in the final, and to see if anything happens in the transfer window. We have found out our opponents for the Carabao Cup final, and it will be Stoke. They beat United on away goals. Wow. So United beat them 2-1 in the second leg, but they scored at Old Trafford, whereas United didn't score at the Bet365 Stadium. So Stoke go through. It's going to be us versus Stoke in the Carabao Cup final. Big move from Liverpool in the transfer window. Kasper Dolberg has gone to them for 33.5 million. Could rise up to 37.5 million. And he signed £185,000 a week wage. Is he key player? Yeah. He wanted 200,000 if I had him on a rotation. It is what it is. He probably would have fitted and suited us a little bit better, a little bit younger than Timo Werner, but I just wasn't going to pay £200,000 for someone who's going to be in and out of the squad. So, Kasper Dolberg has gone to Liverpool. Probably the biggest move so far in January. And yeah, we rolled forward. We have had an offer for Mesut Özil from AC Milan. They will pay 10% of his wages while he's on loan, but then there's a mandatory future fee of £57 million, which they'll pay at the end of the season. We want Özil away. We don't want him in the squad anymore. He is diminishing as a player. So I'm actually going to accept it. So we're actually going to get £57 million for Mesut Özil in the summer, which I think is a great bit of business. And we get him we get at least 10% off of our wage budget as well. So Mesut Özil is going to AC Milan, and that's a massive step for us. We're getting him out of the way. We can bring in people like Goretzka, Wilshere, Iwobi can all play in that central line, as well as Rene Adelaide as well. So we've got options in that middle of midfield, just behind Lacazette, just behind Dembele and Timo Werner and stuff like that. So Mesut Özil is going out of the door. Özil, though, has rejected the contract offer from AC Milan. The future fee clause has now become optional, and Mesut Özil would decide in the next few days whether he wants to move out on loan. So, other developments in that one. So he might not. The AC Milan might not take it up, but if Mesut does what Mesut does and plays really well, I don't see why they wouldn't take it up. Anyway, even if he comes back to us, we can kick him out in the summer if we needed to. Özil's set to move to AC Milan on loan. That mandatory fee is now an optional fee. We will accept it. He is going to go. We're going to say get a contract somewhere else. And Özil has gone. He was on the loan list. He has literally played no football this season, and Mesut Özil's gone to AC Milan. That's right. We are going to bring in Gabriel Jesus from Man City. Look at him. He's not played at all this season in the league. I don't think he's had any injuries. Didn't really check that. So he's had one injury, which was a twisted ankle and a tight groin in December. And that was in an under-23s match. He's played no football, but look at his attributes. He can play as a forward, he can play on the wings, and he can even play in behind as the advanced playmaker as well. All in all, this boy is phenomenal. I don't need him for the cup competitions. The Champions League, yes, and the league, yes. But this boy is special. Couldn't pass it up. If he plays, I'm only paying 40% of his wage. If he doesn't play, I'm only paying 80% of his wage. What's not to like? Except get him in. So we've got Sul in, we've got Timo Werner in, and we've got Gabriel Jesus in. That's phenomenal. What do you think? Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I think that's absolutely amazing. Yeah, we're overspending a little bit, but I'm going to tweak the budget so we don't. Apparently, he's only a 2.5 star. That's ridiculous. He's immense. Gabriel Jesus is awesome. His stats are brilliant. How City have not been playing him is absolutely beyond me. But Gabriel Jesus is in, and he'll be a fantastic option for the club. Comment section down below. Leave me your thoughts. What do you think about our January transfer window? Timo Werner, Nicolas Sul, and Gabriel Jesus are all come in. We've got let go of Koscielny. We've let go Mesut Özil, so 2 players hitting at 30-year-old mark, and all in all, we've freshened up the side, I feel. But leave me your comments in the section down below. So that is it for today's episode. Please do chuck me a like on there if you have enjoyed it. We will be back against Shakhtar, first leg against Shakhtar in the Champions League, and the final of the Carabao Cup against Stoke at Wembley. That'll be the next episode. So as I said, if you have enjoyed, please do leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I know there's a lot of new viewers out there, so please do hit that subscribe button if you are new. Don't miss out on any more content that goes straight directly into your sub boxes. And until next time, when we start our Champions League journey again, and we go for a piece of silverware, I'll see you soon.